Have you ever wondered why the United States is the only place where conventional trucks, or as they're also called, long-nosed trucks, are produced? Interestingly, countries like Australia have also joined this trend. But why is it that in almost the entire rest of the world, cab-over-engine trucks, or COEs for short, are the most common? Today, we're going to dive into the reasons behind this fascinating design difference. To understand this, we have to travel back in time to the mid-20th century when the trucking industry was booming, especially in the United States. Even though the cab-over-engine, or COE, truck design was king in many parts of the world, including Europe and Asia, the United States had its own story. During the 1950s and 1960s, COE-designed trucks dominated North American highways. This cab style had the advantage of being shorter in length, which was crucial due to strict length restrictions in many states across the country. This design wasn't just practical, it was necessary, since the laws at that time required commercial vehicles not to exceed a total length limit. COE trucks were ideal because their compact design allowed them to carry more cargo within the legal restrictions. But, like everything in life, things changed. It was in the late 1970s and throughout the 1980s when the landscape began to change dramatically. States started to relax or even eliminate many of those length restrictions, which opened the door to a paradigm shift. In 1982, new legislation marked a turning point. This law limited the trailer length to 53 feet, but allowed the truck cab to extend beyond that measurement. This reform was the driving force that allowed truck manufacturers in the U.S. to create vehicle designs with longer hoods, giving rise to the iconic long-nosed trucks we all know today. This change not only transformed the market, but completely reshaped the transportation industry in the country. Now, the reason behind this change lies in a key factor: the expansion of the interstate highway network in the United States. With the construction of these highways, which stretched for thousands of kilometers, trucks were needed that could travel long distances at high speeds and in a stable manner. This is where the long-nosed design came in. The LOM had not only housed more powerful and higher capacity engines, but also provided improved stability at high speeds. In the United States, long-distance travel is the norm, and long-nosed trucks were perfectly suited to this need. In contrast, Europe and Asia faced very different challenges. The roads were much narrower, and the urban and populated environments required more agile and maneuverable vehicles. Cab-over trucks, with their shorter design and better turning radius, became the preferred option in these regions. As infrastructure developed, COE trucks continued to be more suitable for the urban environments and more complex roads of Europe and Asia. But what about Australia? Why do we also find long-nosed trucks over there? In Australia, the vast terrain and low population density made road trains a key solution for transporting goods over long distances. These enormous trucks, which often have multiple trailers, use both conventional trucks and COEs to cover the country's vast and challenging landscape. And while length and weight regulations allow for both types of trucks, conventionals remain a popular choice, especially in regions with fewer restrictions. The design of long-nosed trucks also holds significant cultural value in the United States. The image of a trucker driving his massive, long-hooded truck has become deeply ingrained in American culture. It has become a symbol of freedom and resilience, an emblem of journeys on the open road. In movies, TV shows, and even music, the long-nosed truck has been portrayed as an icon of transportation and independence. In Europe, on the other hand, the approach has been much more practical. Efficient use of space and the maneuverability of COE trucks have been the most valued features. European cities, with their narrower streets and high traffic density, have made cab-over-engine trucks the ideal choice. In this environment, functionality and the ability to move easily in tight spaces are essential. Speaking of efficiency, another important topic in the comparison between conventional trucks and COEs is fuel consumption. Long-nose trucks have the advantage of being more aerodynamic thanks to their long hoods, which helps reduce wind resistance and improves fuel efficiency on long trips at high speeds. This is especially true in the United States, where long journeys and wide highways are common. However, this fuel efficiency benefit can be offset by the greater weight of conventional trucks and the additional length that comes with their design. On the other hand, COE trucks, although lighter and more maneuverable, suffer from a less aerodynamic design, which increases air resistance and can reduce fuel efficiency during long trips. However, advances in technology, such as more efficient engines and aerodynamic improvements in both categories of trucks, are helping to close this gap. Additionally, factors like the type of engine, diesel, natural gas, hybrid, or electric, and the transmission systems also play a crucial role in fuel efficiency. In terms of innovation, truck design has made great strides in recent decades. Aerodynamics have improved considerably, with changes to hoods, cabins, and mirrors, all in an effort to reduce wind resistance. Improvements in engine technology, such as hybrid and electric engines, are reducing dependence on fossil fuels, while advances in suspension and steering systems ensure a more comfortable and safer ride, especially in extreme conditions. Today, trucks are adopting technologies like adaptive air suspension, which improve stability on rough roads, and electronic control systems that optimize fuel consumption by automatically adjusting speed and engine revolutions. And we can't forget about advances in connectivity, such as fleet management systems that allow real-time monitoring of driving behavior, helping to improve operational efficiency. Looking to the future, autonomous trucks and zero-emission vehicles are expected to further transform the transportation industry, taking innovation to new levels in terms of safety, sustainability, and efficiency. Truck design will continue to evolve, adapting to the demands of an increasingly connected and environmentally conscious world. So, the next time you see a long-nosed truck on the road, remember that behind that iconic design lies a rich history of regulations, technology, culture, and economics that has shaped the transportation industry as we know it. Leave us your comments below, subscribe to the channel, and keep exploring the fascinating world of the giants of the road.